The 1 cent denomination is actually the oldest one in the history of the United States Mint. That's because when the U.S. Mint first opened its doors at the tail end of the 1700s, the 1 cent piece was the very first coin they struck. It's a coin we are still striking to this very day, and there looks to be no end in sight. When you ask a modern-day collector about the 1 cent piece, there is only one coin that comes to mind: the Lincoln cent. It has been struck since 1909, and it's still going strong to this very day. With such a long and storied history, over 115 years now, there have been many different designs, from the memorial cents to the special 2009 centennials or the modern-day shield cent. But for the vast majority of us, when you talk about the Lincoln cent, we all think of one coin. The coin that started it all, the wheat cent. We have put together a special 50-coin year-date collection that contains one coin in collector's quality circulated condition from each year of issue of the iconic Lincoln wheat cent years. It lasted from 1909 to 1958, and it is going to arrive in our beautiful collector's album display. Every coin is going to arrive encapsulated and is a perfect addition to your collection. At just $99.95, we are at least $75 less than our nearest competition and up to $200 less depending on who you bought the coins from and what quality they were in. Wheat cents are long past the days of getting lucky and finding them in your pocket change like how I grew up. Nowadays, if you find one or two, you're very lucky, and those one or two coins are probably going to be so tarnished they look almost green now. Ours are just $99.95, and you're going to get one coin from each year of issue for the entire run of the Lincoln wheat cent. The mint marks will be our choice, but you are guaranteed to be getting a coin from each year of issue in this special set. Unfortunately, no 1922s though. Now, it is item number 905-9300. Again, that's 905-9300. And you can give us a call at 1-866-518-5933, or you can head on over to our website. It is abccoins.com. Then once you're there, you'll see a search bar on the right-hand side of the page. Just click on that, and then put in 905-9300. And you're going to get a stunning 50-coin collection for the unbeatable price of less than $2 per coin. And it's all going to arrive in our beautiful collector's album display, an additional $30 value. We tried to put together a similar collection with our competition, and they didn't even have one pre-made. They had a similar 50-coin collection, but they doubled up or tripled up on some of the years in the set because they wanted to try and get you guys the more abundant coins rather than one coin from each year of issue, which for some of these dates can cost you an arm and a leg. The lowest price we found a single coin being offered was $3.50. So that means if you somehow find that price for every single coin in this collection, it's still going to run you $175 with our competition. We are giving you a year-date collection, and it's going to be at least $75 less at just $99.95. If you were actually trying to put together a true year-date set with our competition, many of the coins are actually going to cost as much as $10 to $12 each, because the vast majority of these wheat cents have been destroyed over the years. Remember, this is 1909 to 1958. A 1 cent coin had a heck of a lot more buying power than it does today. We're talking about the days of penny candy. These coins did not stand the test of time because they were circulated so heavily. And then once you add in the fact that they were struck from copper and were being melted so heavily, the U.S. Mint and the U.S. government had to pass a law banning the melting of 1 cent pieces. That's how valuable they had become, which is why we no longer put copper into our modern day 1 cent coins. Another reason why these are so highly sought after by collectors, it's a reminder of an era at the U.S. Mint that is long, long past. And outside of some special issue pieces here and there, I highly doubt we're ever going to see the return of copper coinage, especially not with the way its prices have been going up recently. Now, our competition did have a 50 coin collection in a similar style display, but as I said, they doubled up on many of the years inside of the set, with 2 or 3 coins from some years and absolutely none from others. That set is still $183. Our collection is a year-date collection, no doubling up here, and we're also $83 less than their price. At $99.95, we are less than $2 a coin. And every single one of these coins is at least 66 years old. Oh, and that's not all you're going to get. In this year-date collection, you're also going to be getting not just some pieces of U.S. Mint history, but a literal piece of World War II history as well. You'll notice whenever we zoom out with the full shot of the album, you'll see one of the coins doesn't quite look like the rest. You see, that coin was struck in 1943, and it is one of the infamous steel cents. You see, during World War II, it was such a massive event that not only did it change the face of the world, it changed the face of American coinage, because copper was so valuable to the war effort that alongside tin and other metals like aluminum, it had to be rationed by everybody, not just everyday folks. That went for U.S. Mint and other government institutions as well. So the U.S. Mint did their part and pulled copper from the 1 cent pieces and nickel from the nickels, pun intended, I guess. And then we got to see a special 1-year only issue for the 1 cent piece. While those silver war nickels did kick around for a couple of years, lasting all the way until 1945, these steel war nickels only lasted for a single year, because they tarnished terribly. Because go figure, a steel coin doesn't really handle being amongst pocket change too well. All that oil and all the other metal touching it would just make it completely fall apart. They tarnished so heavily that the U.S. Mint actually grabbed as many of them as they could to destroy, because they were just ashamed of what they had created. And now it's one of my favorite Lincoln cents in the entire series, because it's a one of one that we are never going to see again. You're going to get that alongside 49 other Lincoln wheat cents struck between 1909 and 1958, and they're all going to be in our beautiful collector's album. We are anywhere from $75 to $200 less than our competitors' prices, and all our coins are going to arrive in beautiful collector's quality circulated condition. Each coin is hand selected by us to ensure their quality, making sure this is the perfect addition to any collection. But that said, the phone lines are backed up and we only have a limited number of these complete sets left in stock. So let's move on and see what we have coming up next.